Welcome to another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith. In this episode, I'm about to play the full video of Stephen A. Smith's comments on Mike McDaniel. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is I'm gonna play this here for you in a few seconds. I'm actually re-recording this because I read the article first, and then I went back and I watched the video. And it's two different tones, almost like if you send someone a text message and they may take it out of context. I don't think it was that bad, but I also have a few additional things to add towards the end. So I'm going to play the full video. You're going to see my reaction, and afterwards, stay tight because we're going to take and talk about the video. And in the meantime, hit that subscribe button. Here's a video.
It's between the two, but that's about it. I got to tell you something, man. When I think about Mike McDaniel as the coach, I don't want to be excessive because I'm serious and I'm not joking. I don't like listening to this man. I have an attitude when I hear him speak because to me, it's unconscionable how you let Tua Tagovailoa on that field against the Cincinnati Bengals last year after watching him be concussed in that game Sunday. I don't give a damn what he says. He has, I mean, I'm talking about in terms of the veracity of the words coming out of his mouth. I just don't believe a damn thing he says with sincerity. And listen, if I saw him in his face, I'd be like, I apologize, but that's just how I feel about him. And I'd look him dead in his face, and that's how I feel about you, sir. Because we all watched Tua on that Sunday against Buffalo. And we all watched how discombobulated he was. And to literally sit there and know what concussion protocol is, and it's a minimum of 6 days, and you got to be evaluated and stuff like that. And then to have him out on that field, it almost got him killed, man. And he had to get carted off and hospitalized and all of this other stuff. And then he comes back weeks later, and then we find out after another game, he's concussed that following Monday. Nobody noticed it while it was on the field and they were playing. But suddenly the next day, we gonna find out he's concussed and he can't go. And this man comes up with every explanation under the sun. So I don't give a damn about martial arts classes and you learning how to fall and all of this other stuff. Not from him. If Tua's saying it, I'm down for it. I got it. If your martial arts teacher said it, I'm down for it. Now, I don't know how that's going to help you when you hit from the blind side. I don't know how that's going to help you when you don't see a hit coming and all of a sudden you get your head snapped because somebody's ready to break your chest or cave your chest in. But I don't want to hear from their coach. I don't believe. I'm not questioning the man's football knowledge. I'm not questioning the fact that he's a damn good football coach. It appears to be. But when he starts talking about other things, sort of elevating our level of confidence and assurances as to the health of a player and what he's learning, my response is for him to shut the hell up and just coach the team. We don't believe what you say. Because after what happened to your quarterback last year, Tua Tagovailoa was concussed 4 times last year. 4 times. Yep. All I'm looking at is I'm praying that the brother's healthy. And by the way, last thing, I interviewed Nick Saban on my podcast months ago. Nick Saban was worried about Tua, along with various others that I know that played with Tua at Alabama. All of them are worried, but the coach is going to sit there assured. Just shut up and coach the team, because I don't believe anything else.
I remember the Nick Saban interview. So that's those are his comments. Those are his comments, y'all. So, wow. First and foremost, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Do you agree with him? Do you disagree with him? All right, here's my takeaway from this. Now, Stephen A. Smith, he's had a hard-on for head coach Mike McDaniel for quite some time, but there's some responsibility in this as well, too. I'm going to post a screenshot on my screen right now. He's made comments about, the head coach not being black enough. And, he's anything with Dolphins related. He's always kind of just been a hater. You know what I mean? So this is not like my go-to guy. I rather look at the underground guys, like Tobin and, Stephen Daniels and Dolphins United and Dougie Do-Right. Those guys are like, Dolphins Wire. I mean, it goes on. Dolphins Tailgate. There's a bunch of really great. ESPN is not the place you want to go. It's for entertainment. I go there too. I ain't gonna lie. I watch tons of ESPN. It's fantastic. But when it comes to covering my Dolphins, they don't really do it well. That taken and being said, when it comes to this whole fiasco, let's keep it real. Mike McDaniel dropped the ball, but he can't be the only one who takes the blame. Tua also has to take the blame. The person that they fired, I think it was like a trainer or something like that, has to take the blame. Now, in my humble heart, I own a Tua jersey. I wouldn't call myself a Tua-neer. Like, hey, you got to stay healthy, bro, so we can win this championship. I have my discrepancies about Tua, but I like him as our quarterback. I think he's fantastic. He's one of the best quarterbacks when healthy and on the field in the whole NFL. That says a lot. Best quarterback we've had since Marino by far. But that being said, Mike McDaniel, I think there's times that he becomes kind of an easy target. The quirkiness, the other day about Eli Apple. Apple, you mean the fruit? Oh, that Eli Apple. All this is going to look really stupid if we don't win a Super Bowl this year, next year, or ever with this guy. He's going to go down as just a cornball, and he'll just be a fun guy who was an offensive coordinator who helped a quarterback get his confidence back. But guys like Stephen A. Smith won't be so damn negative, will shut their dang mouth when it comes to talking about our team, you know what I mean, kind of thing. So Stephen A. Smith, I feel like there's a real concern there, even though he is he has beat writers and people write his feelings for him. This is all real stuff, man. And my issues with Mike McDaniel, that would be part of it, is him not protecting Tua. But again, I wouldn't go the extent of like, man, I can't even like. Stephen A. Smith pretty much hates Mike McDaniel. That's the theme that I got, but also it's frustration. There's reasons behind it. It's not just, hey, this guy's a punching bag. We're going to treat him like Toby from The Office. You know what I mean? So what I will take and say is that when it comes to Stephen A. Smith, him bringing up that, man, there was 4 concussions and he kept getting back on the field. Like, dude, that's a lot. This guy could have died. He could have been the second player in NFL history to die on the field. That is horrifying to think, right? But I'll say a lot of the stuff has gotten better. Tua got a new helmet, right? The karate classes, I don't know. that was kind of silly to me, but who knows? Maybe there's a science behind it for him, and maybe he needs that, right? The team did get better. I could say the O-line got better, but I'm not confident in it, and you just have to show me something, right? My problem with Mike McDaniel, he's fallen in love with players who are trash. You kept Noah Igbeneghu on the roster, not an O-lineman, but you get my drift. You kept Jackson on the roster. Like, whoa, he should have been cut, traded, get rid of him, shopped, something, right? So that would be a concern when it comes to the longevity of our quarterback. Is Mike McDaniel, is this all going to blow up in our face later? Or is this, we're going to look back and be, okay, you know what? I could see where Mike McDaniel was going with that. I don't think he's a bad coach. I think he's a really great offensive coach. Though I've questioned it at times, his play calling abilities. He did pretty good. I give him a 7 out of 10 his rookie year. But as far as these comments, man, guys, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Stephen A. Smith, man, he never ceases to amaze us, man. He's always coming out some stuff super left field, and it was kind of random, Obviously, the Dolphins were the talk of the town every single offseason, right? So no shocker here. But what I will take and say is that there's parts of Stephen A. Smith that I do agree with. But again, Mike McDaniel, he's a person where he's learning from his mistakes. Unfortunately, his mistake, I don't think anybody could have ever predicted that. I mean, Tua's not the first person to go in after a game. So my whole thing, Stephen A. Smith, keep that same energy for all the other coaches who have coached players who now have CTE and stuff like that, that he just put them back in the game. Keep that same energy for everybody else. You know what I mean? So he made some mistakes. I think things are going to get better, not just with the Dolphins and our quarterback, but throughout the whole NFL and handling these concussions. Because at the end of the day, entertainment does not come first before players' health. And that would be where I definitely connect with Stephen A. Smith for sure. But comment below, hit that subscribe button. Folks, I don't just cover the Miami Dolphins, but y'all know me. I'm a huge Miami Dolphins fan, so I love covering the team. Be sure to subscribe. I have Jason Sarney of Dolphins Wire coming on later this week. We're going to talk about the Jalen Ramsey injury and how that affects how that is going to affect our secondary. Got a real fun episode coming out, so stay tuned and hit that subscribe button. We'll catch y'all next time on the Touchdown with Doug Smith. Thanks for watching another episode of the Touchdown with Doug Smith, where I cover all 32 NFL teams plus NFL exclusive interviews. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell for the alerts, comment below, and we'll catch you next time on the Touchdown with Doug Smith.